right, so let's talk now about the difference between divs and spans. So in a div, what happens is whenever we do a div, so let's say we just got some running text. And then we create a div. And the spaces between words don't really, or the new lines, don't really matter. They're treated just sort of as spaces are in HTML, so that doesn't really matter. But I just want to show you that when you have a div, this is what's called a block element. So that means that it starts a new line for the div. So we can see after good people, before to come, we have a break. And after to the aid and before of their people, we have a break. A span, on the other hand, does not break up. So it's what's called an inline element. So a span just provides a way to mark inline some item. And why might we do that? Let's say, for instance, we are doing something where we want to set a class for a particular word or range of words in some text. So let's say, for instance, let's say CIA is a spy organization, right? And let's say what we want to do is we want to mark that this is an acronym. Okay, somehow. So we're marking that it's an acronym. And now let's set up a style. Let's make this a little bit bigger just so we can see what's going on. But we'll do that with our style. So let's go ahead and create a style. We'll call it foo. And we need to drag it into here so we have a reference of it. And let's set the body to be the font size to be 15 point. Okay, so we can actually read it. And we have a bit of a, just not displaying very well, so let's see. So I want to close this right pane, but I'm not sure I know how. Let's close that project. Yeah, test 3. All right, so we preview this and we can say the CIA is a spy organization, so we made it a little bigger. Now let's go ahead and adjust the span here. So we've got .acronym. How do we want to display this? Right, well, we could, for instance, do our weight as bold. Okay, that works. We can also do, there's actually a font variation, or variant, where we can actually do like small caps, which isn't working quite right, and the reason for that is it actually expects it to be lowercase, but ours is uppercase. But I don't want to go change the document, right? Because I want to have this separation of concerns. So if you remember, we do have also a font transformation that we can do. Let's see, then that was called text transform. And what we can do there is make it be in lowercase. So let's turn off the font variant for a moment. And let's see, and so now we get just a lowercase CIA. And now if we turn on small caps, we get this kind of nice looking thing here, right? Where it's the smaller version of caps. So this is just one example of a way that we can mark a series of a part of an inline element and break that into a span such that we can specify a new class and a new ID if we want. Okay? It's very common to creating a lot of divs to organize your structure of your HTML document. Similarly, it's common to also wanting to do spans.